ready? All snug as a bug. Oh my god, it looks so weird. I got new headphones. They're wireless and they're comfy, but they look so weird. I just realized how big they make my head look. Hi dolls, welcome back, and if you are new, hello, my name is Jessie, this is Dobbie, and today we're going to react to Season 2, Episode 1 of Bad Sisters, Good Sisters. I am so excited to be here right now. I had gotten this, the first season, as a Patreon exclusive request. So special, super duper special shout out to Melanie for introducing me to this show. We had marathoned the whole thing within a month, I believe. It was so good. It was so good. I recommend it to everybody that I know. I absolutely love the actors in this. Just actually watched Becca. I forget the actor's actual name. Forgive me. But Becca was in a Netflix exclusive short series, Behind Her Eyes. That was really good. A little weird, but I like weird. I'm in love with these characters and just how intricate they are, and the story being able to continue is, it's so exciting for me because I know there is so much more details that we need to get. I'm excited to jump in, so let's do it. But before we do, don't forget to throw a like or dislike if you do not like what you see, but comment down below. Let me know why. Subscribe if you haven't yet. We do fun things here. Ring a link the bell to be notified when I upload new videos, and don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. It is $5 a month. It's only $1.25 a week. It is all of my unedited reactions of everything that I do on YouTube. In addition, don't forget to follow us on all social media at @star_chef_productions or Jessie Dobbie for Twitter. Link is in the description below for the Redbubble and TeePublic pages, where you can find awesome merch that my brother Ray has created for the different reactions that Jay and I do. And as always, fully unedited over on Patreon, the entire first season, which I will not be editing for YouTube. So if you want to check that out, go see it. I will be doing Cobra Kai tomorrow. That's why this show is special. It is rare, first off, that I pick up a second season that was a Patreon request, because I have so many paid requests that I do in addition to different shows that I'm doing. Again, like Cobra Kai is tomorrow. So for me to start a new show the day before is absolutely insane, but I'm going to do it because I really like this. So yeah, I can't wait to see what happens in this season. Let's jump in without further ado. This is my official reaction to Season 2, Episode 1 of Bad Sisters, Good Sisters. I'm starting off lovely.
Everybody's gonna die.
Ooh. Okay, so this is flashback.
Sorry.
Maybe go a little slower.
Oh my car.
That would have been a sight to see. Finding the car with him dead in the back and all the sisters falling off the cliff. I don't know if you need the hazards on, BB. This is a different opening, right? It's the same song, but it's a different opening.
Where do I begin?
Whose hand is up?
Great.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god. Who are you?
I'll marry you.
So we got a new guy in the mix. It's great to see them all happy.
Just promise me.
So easy for that.
But you want to be chatting up little men?
No, I want little man chatting up me.
Go on Hinge.
I am on Hinge.
You're Roger's girlfriend.
His sister.
Angelica. It's so good to see you. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. A little birdie told me that you and Ian are getting married.
Finally, you put this fella out of his misery.
Oh no.
Harry Styles.
Oh.
I'm just going to put a few quid on.
You're moving out of your lovely cottage.
I was, time to move on.
I don't blame him. I would have
You should
left
come.
so much sooner.
To the wedding. It's nothing fancy. It's just that Eve is...
They clearly still have feelings for each other, so for him to go to the wedding is weird. Is she screwing him, or is it really a good tip?
I'll have 15 quid on Styles.
Trouble on legs, them garbies.
What's a good name for a horse?
Yeah, better name for a strip club, though, wouldn't it?
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, good for you, girl.
Eamon Doyle slowed me down, talking shite. I didn't get the bed on. What?
The wagon. Why'd she lie? Angelica's an interesting character. All right. Uh-oh.
What is it?
Ruh-roh.
Fucking tone, whatever it is.
Oh, God almighty.
George. Also a prick.
Well, I come to you, sir.
Is that Houlihan?
Hula who? Get off the green! Get... Why, walk around! Walk around!
Well, you didn't tell her what to do. She asked.
Could it be a sex thing, sir?
What? No, it couldn't.
Houlihan.
Sex thing.
Sorry.
Apparently a pal of yours used to live here. That fella you dug up 2 years ago. John Paul Williams.
So it's been 2 years. He's like, God damn it.
Head flower girl, actually.
All the other ones are taking the
got so
bridesmaid
big.
spots.
Becca, don't make me come up there.
Your sisters, they all like me.
Jesus, yeah, they don't like it. Well, except for BB, because he asked if lesbians got periods.
Oh, for God's sake. No sense of humor. That's the problem with lesbians.
We don't know much about this guy. I actually didn't even catch his name, but all the sisters look happy, so.
Not yet.
Your sisters would like you to know that Mum and Dad would be very proud of you today.
You missed an entire house of feckin' horrors while you were at it.
Well, the results of the post-mortem were inconclusive.
If you mess things up again this time, you're finished. Do you hear me? No return with
So,
glory.
we
I'll make
calling in
sure
the
of that.
Claflins, or?
And Houlihan will be staying on with you.
Ah, no. It's not my job to teach little girls how to be detectives.
It is. It is literally in your job description. Probably non-binary or some bollocks by the look of her.
I'm not comfortable with that language. Those ones.
But you called her a bleeding oddball. Look, get out of here.
He is the oddball. I love Irish music.
I didn't know you invited Angelica.
She hadn't. We got close. After. Then it got a bit suffocating.
It's not like a bonus of being a lesbian couple. You have loads of eggs.
Not anymore.
So you're gonna use BB sperm? Or...
Why? You dumb.
So you'll be carrying us, or? Yeah.
We're the same, you and I.
Are we? Oh, in what way?
Are we?
Of a certain age who understand we can't have it all. How are you blessed to know this family, Eileen? Menopause coach. Is that real? It sounds makey-uppy.
No, it's...
Makey uppy.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Angelica's an odd one.
Horrible taste in pets. I thought the tortoises were blondes. You were as important in all of this as us.
Sweet.
she
Oh,
is
Becca.
actually vomiting.
Oh, Becca.
Really, Becca? Come on, girl. That was quite the cut.
Jesus, sorry. Christ, man.
Detective?
I saw my first dead body.
No, you saw your father
Yeah,
when it was in...
I met my first murdered body.
Would you stop pushing sun on everyone?
You're dropping them off later, is that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we're
you guys gonna have fun
officially
or whatever it is you do.
separated.
See your work, nurse. She's not that young.
She's not that fit.
I love you, Ian.
I'm sure that was hard, girl, but we can't really blame him, can we?
I was just looking for a tampon.
For all the dust up there.
Pure s***.
Hello.
Jesus, he made us jump.
It's like a museum, this place. If walls could talk, Marika's.
What the is her obsession? She's creepy. She's freaking me out.
Mind if I could in for a dance?
Roger looks a little tipsy.
Did you ever think about what we did?
I don't like to think about it.
I don't like to talk about it either. Let's change the
Try not
subject.
to. I carry it with me every day.
You'll never know how sorry I am.
Grace.
I really do feel terrible for Roger. What does he get in all of this? Rebecca? Oh! Damn, Angelica.
Something to celebrate.
Roger's gonna crack, man. Roger is going to crack.
Sir. Sorry.
What do you want?
What did she do?
Forensics.
She
We've got
said,
documents.
sir, like, chill. Too much
That's a
wasabi.
record for that lot.
Well, I personally lit a fire under the demanded...
Just tell me.
It's George Williams, John Paul Williams' father.
Bloody suitcase could have told us that.
Yeah, you could have 2 years
Anything
ago,
else?
too, but she
Not
didn't,
yet.
so...
The next of kin is Grace Williams, sir.
Oh no, I don't like that we saw a rabbit get shot in the head in the beginning credits and there's rabbits.
Why didn't you answer me? I tried calling Grace. Police everywhere. Do you know something about it?
No.
I would have.
Yeah, you're gonna need that. Probably should have
You're
picked up
lucky
that
you
call from
caught me.
Roger.
Mrs. Williams.
It's Mrs. Riley.
Do you recognize this?
It's a suitcase.
Yeah, I know. I know it's a suitcase. Yeah,
I like
have you
cool
seen
hand.
it before?
What has this got to do with my father-in-law? How is he?
He's not good. No, we found him dismembered in that suitcase.
not good.
In the pond of the Williams family home.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I don't understand.
How did your insurance claim pan out in the end, by the way?
What has that got to do with you?
Well, I'm the man who signed off on Mr. Williams' exhumation, and I haven't heard the last of it, to tell you the truth. So actually, it has a lot to do with me.
They all call him Snatcher. Like Body Snatcher, because of...
I didn't want his suicide getting out there, so I withdrew.
It's a lot of money to say goodbye to.
The problem is he has motivation now. His boss is like, you look like an idiot. You made all of us look like an idiot. So even if he doesn't feel something suspicious, he's going to claim suspicion.
There's nothing to do with us. It's just an awful, awful thing.
Leave her,
I
sir?
mean, obviously we
Quite
know
clean.
why, but Grace is acting a little weird.
Odd way to commit suicide,
I
all
think
right?
Ian's gonna pick up on
You should
that.
say died by suicide.
Calm your ham.
I was gonna say, are we gonna call him? We're gonna call him.
I need to talk to you ASAP about the Garvey sisters. You and your lanky brother.
Oh, we're getting Matthew in it too. All right, let's do it. I love that Blanett gets along with Ian so well. She deserves somebody in her life like that.
Wait!
I'm thinking of going to the police. I need you unburden myself.
Not just ourselves you'll be hurting. It's Blonde, it's my sisters. Please, Roger, please, please.
This looks awkward. What's sad is I think she actually has something good in Ian.
I ain't no good when I see it.
Uh-oh. He might be in a weak position and
Talk
spill
to me, Roger.
beans. Is she gonna tell him?
I have to tell you something, and I'm a bit scared.
You can tell me anything.
I feel like everybody says that until they are in this position.
It's Eva. It's me. I killed him. I killed my husband.
Oh my god, I got chills.
You didn't kill him, Gracie.
I did. He says he's gonna tell the police.
Oh my god, what are you thinking?
Say something again.
Yeah, say
Talk to me,
something again.
please.
That's a lot. That's a heavy. Oh, did she hear?
You can't walk out with
talk to
me.
you like this.
Please, please don't leave me. Please.
She shouldn't have done that. Obviously, it's panicking, but she should have let him take his space. You'd have to assume that somebody would react a little chaotically to that news.
Jesus, why do you always jump when someone comes to the door?
We didn't get many visitors as kids.
Ian's gone.
What do you mean he's gone?
Mom won't stop crying.
Oh, God.
Do you cry out in your sleep?
Oh, man. Let's leave it on Thomas's lovely text messages. All right, there you have it. Episode 1, Good Sisters. Good first episode. So we are dealing with the aftermath of what happened with the wonderful John Paul Williams situation. It's 2 years. They reference that it has been 2 years since this has happened, and there's a lot going on. Grace is getting married to Ian Riley, who is getting along wonderfully with Blanett, who seems like a lovely person, who apparently the sisters approve of, because we would definitely hear about it if they didn't. And this is great for Grace. I mean, Grace deserves this after all of the horrible, horrible, horrible things that she has had to deal with. Bibi and Nora are looking for egg donors to have another baby. Becca is in a new relationship with this weird guy named Joe. They seem to be doing great, right? Again, Grace getting married, Bibi and Nora looking to expand their family. Becca's in a new relationship. Joe, I'm not so keen on. He seems like a boy. He seems like a jerk. You were asking if her sisters like you. She says, yeah, everyone except for Bibi, because you keep making homophobic comments, and then you continue to make homophobic comments. I'm not loving Joe, but they're happy. Ava, not so much. Ava's going through menopause, which really sucks. I don't know that personally, but I've had friends that have gone through it. Obviously, my mom went through it. Not a fun time. So she is very stressed. She's not loving the situation. Ursula is dealing with the aftermath of Donald moving on. They're clearly now separated. He's in a new relationship. So Evan and Ursula not having the greatest time. But again, we're having a better time than what we were having with John Paul. The issue is that George appears. John's father, George, is found in the suitcase dead. So we bring this to Loftus, who is partnered with Houlihan, new character. Detective who I really like. I just like her quirkiness and like how they're just like kind of goofy in what they're saying. Like when they're talking about the suitcase, Loftus is like, do you recognize this? And Houlihan's like, I don't know, my suitcase could go around 5 times and I wouldn't recognize it. He's like, shut up. So yeah, I like Houlihan, but we have this case reopened now with John Paul because of finding his father. And this is really frustrating for Loftus because as much as Thomas believed that the Garvey sisters were guilty, Loftus didn't seem to give a shit. He didn't seem to care. He just kind of brushed things off. He found Thomas really obnoxious and annoying. And that's why I said he really has the motivation to find something now, even if he believes in it or not. Like, Thomas believed in it. Loftus has to believe in it because his boss, he looks stupid in front of his boss. Very curious to see if Thomas comes down and assists him with this. He said, your brother too, so we're gonna get Matthew in the mix. We know that Matthew knows about the secret. Is Matthew not even gonna be like, I don't want to be involved? Is there some kind of legal obligation where they have to? Is Thomas gonna be like, woohoo, yeah, let's do it? Or is he gonna be like, no, it's been 2 years, I moved past that part of my life, I don't want anything to do with it? I don't know. But aside from that, we have another problem, which is Roger. Angelica is Roger's sister, and Angelica got very close to Grace after John Paul passed. She said that when she was volunteering or something like that. Angelica's acting really weird. Angelica is acting very strange, very suspicious. She like elbowed Ava trying to get the bouquet. She's popping in random rooms, listening into conversations and stuff. And I think that this is because she could tell, I mean, everybody could tell, a blind person could see Roger and Grace had feelings for each other. And instead of pursuing something after John Paul passed, which was seemingly by a suicide, or just that not a lot of people knew that, and they get into that later, but John Paul passed, okay? They don't know that John Paul murdered. It's just like a horrific thing that happened. He passes. And instead of pursuing something with Roger or finding, a consoling person in Roger, she clearly moved on, literally, found Ian, and is now marrying him. Why would you not pursue things with Roger? We know why. It's because he had to do with the murder. He had to do with covering it up. But why would you not pursue that, right? So I think that Angelica has a certain sense of frustration towards Grace because it's like, you hurt my brother. My brother liked you a lot. He cared for you. He was there for you. And now you just like completely disappear. What the hell? So I think she's kind of pissed in regards to that, but also can tell that like something else is going on there, right? So we have this situation at the end here where she says, like, I'm a woman of the church. I can see guilt. I know what guilt is. Like, what is going on? There's something here. I don't know the specifics, but what is happening? My fear is that Roger's gonna spill the beans because he just went to Grace and said that he was going to go to the cops. If he was that distraught, why wouldn't he tell his sister? It's his sister, right? So I think that he needs to get this off his chest. I think that he's a little lost right now. I think he doesn't know what to do. And I think the perfect situation for him is telling his sister. At least that's what he thinks. I feel horrible for Roger because Roger had nothing to do with this. Roger Roger had nothing to do with this. Grace killed John. She didn't know what to do. She called him and involved him. And now because of that, he has to carry the weight of this horrific secret for the rest of his life, on top of watching her marry a new person and be happy as a fucking peach. Like, it's so sad. Like, what does Roger get? What does Roger get? And I get why they, or Grace at least, thought that they shouldn't like be a thing considering the ties to John, but at the same time, like, maybe it would have been the opposite. Maybe it would have been the best idea to be together because of the ties to John and having that closeness and sharing that, because clearly they really like each other. But on top of that, Grace, I feel like I jinxed the situation. I'm talking about how adorable it is that Blanid is getting along with Ian. She had a horrible father figure. He was abusive mentally, physically, emotionally, and now she actually gets to have a fatherly figure in her life that she's happy around, that she's smiling around, that she is a person around. And what happens, she doesn't know, but all she knows is that Ian left and Grace won't stop crying, and she's scared and she's worried because it's like her perfect world is falling apart around her. Grace tells Ian the truth. Grace tells Ian the truth, which is heartbreaking because it's like, granted, she probably should have told him before, but I can also see why she didn't. I think she's trying to do the right thing. She's trying to do the right thing. She really truly is in love with Ian, and she's also really scared that Roger might do something. Till death do us part. My secrets are your secrets now. I'm gonna tell him the truth. She starts off by saying, "What's the matter? You all good? You're so pretty." She starts off by saying Ava, he was abusive to me, to give a picture of why I did what I'm about to say, and then says I killed him. Now, this is obviously startling for Ian. I know that Grace is panicking, but she also has to take into consideration that this is a lot of fucking information. It's a lot of information to take in. So when Ian says I need to go get some air, she's panicking because she's like, oh my God, he's gonna leave me. Oh my God, he might go to the cops. Oh my God, she doesn't know what to think. But at the same time, how did you expect him to react? You know, like I know that you hoped that he would react in a positive way, but how did you expect him to take that news? It's a lot of news. Where she went wrong is hitting him, because she just said this situation happened where he physically abused my sister, physically abused me. He was an abusive, horrible person. And then you went and hit your husband. That's not a good look. And you also just admitted that you committed murder and then you're hitting him. So I don't blame him for wanting to get out of the house. I don't blame him for wanting to get space from her. Do I think he's going to disappear forever? No. But I don't know. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see what happens with Ian and if he comes back. We have 2 episodes that dropped today. I am so happy that they gave us 2 episodes because this was a great first season opener. I want to know more. I'm itching to find out more about the Garvey sisters and what is going on here. And if Matthew and Thomas are going to be in the next episode, are they going to be in the next episode? I don't know. Dobby, what'd you think? I'm going to jump right into the second one. As always, again, these are fully unedited over on Patreon, as is the entire first season. You can go over there and get it for $5. So go check it out. And until the next reaction, so long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when they might need it next. Bye.